I've gotten lots of questions on composition, and my answer is always different because when you're composing a photograph, there are different rules really for every type of photograph. Whatever your purpose is, there's going to be fine-tuning types of rules to govern, how you're going to compose the photograph. Like if you are going to photograph something for the purpose of advertising or marketing, you would compose it differently than if you were going to take a headshot or a landscape photograph. Everything kind of has, their own set of rules for the photograph. That being said, there is one rule that you can pretty much use for any type of photography, and that is the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds states that you split your photograph up into 3 rows and 3 columns. So like this photograph, I've got a grid on. So you've got 3 columns and 3 rows. So it creates this type of grid. You would try to place your subject or whatever you were trying to draw the viewer's attention to either on one of the lines, across one of the lines, like I did with this photograph. The horizon is at the top 3rd line, about. Or you would place your subject or whatever it was that you were trying to draw the viewer's attention to at one of the intersections of the lines. So, like I said, in this photograph, which is a landscape of the Grand Canyon, if you can't really see it, by the way, I'm going to post these on the website at snapchick.com, so you'll be able to take a look at them there if you can't see them real well in the video. But in this photograph, I've put the horizon at the top 3rd, and that gives us a nice balance of land and sky in this photograph. And really, that's kind of the whole point of the rule of thirds, is to provide the viewer with, just a pleasing image. Now in this example, which is me as model, I've got kind of my body weight is centered over this 3rd line, and in fact it's actually covering up my eyeball right now. And it can be different for every picture. Sometimes you'll want the whole line to kind of be your guide, or one of the intersections. It's nice to use this rule because you can kind of eyeball it in your viewfinder, just kind of guess where the 3rd lines are, and you can compose your photograph that way. And it will usually provide you with a visually pleasing photograph. Now, that being said, sometimes you have to break the rules, right? I mean, come on, if everybody followed the rules, everybody's pictures would look the same. I mean, it's kind of across everything. If nobody breaks the rules, no one's going to create anything new. So, the rule of thirds is great, but you don't have to use it all the time. Now, this picture is actually from a whole set of photos that I did recently. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago, because I had a model cancel at the last minute, and I had the whole studio set up, and so I went and put on my face and got in front of the camera for a while. So I've been holding on to the pictures, but I'm going to go ahead and post them today. And the VIPs will, of course, have access to all of the photos, but there will be a couple of samples up on the website for everybody else. If you have any questions about composition or about anything else, you know how to get a hold of me on snapchick.com, or on my YouTube channel, or on Facebook, or on Twitter. Please let me know if you have any questions.